So we had Mobile World Congress, and who are you?
My name is Tristan Nitot. I work for Mozilla, and I have in hand a new LG phone running Firefox OS.
So, what do you do with Mozilla?
Well, I have a long history with Mozilla because I've been with Mozilla for 16 years, and I work in the communication team based in the Paris office, where there are a lot of engineers who develop Firefox OS.
16 years, this like since the beginning of Firefox?
Yes, well, before Firefox.
Before Firefox. What is before Firefox?
There was a Mozilla, something called the Mozilla Suite that we had to develop. That was it was when Netscape back in the days was launching that Mozilla project.
All right. So since last year you showed it the first time, Firefox OS.
Well, yeah. Last year we announced that we shown prototypes and we said that we would launch Firefox OS in several countries, and we did. So we launched it in 16 countries with 3 different devices, and now this year we are going to add 12 more countries and also 4 more devices that I have here.
So this is new announced 4 devices, one by LG.
Yes, one by LG called the FireWeb. There's the Alcatel One Touch Fire, which is this one. Yes. And the ZTE OpenC that you can see here.
Yeah, ZTE OpenC.
Yes, correct. And there is the Huawei Y300, which is here.
Nice. So, pretty big companies.
Yeah, absolutely, yes.
And the last year's the 3 ones were from who?
Basically the same. These are refreshes of the or new ones depending. Yeah. So we have Alcatel One Touch Fire that was launched, and ZTE and LG. These 3 or their equivalent were on the market last year, and the Huawei is the one was just announced.
So can you show a little bit the OS? How it works?
Sure, absolutely. So this is something which is really nice and not too expensive. Most of these devices, I think, are less than 100 euros without operator subsidizing it. So you get everything that you would expect from a smartphone, which is touch interface with icons and applications. Including a marketplace that you have here.
What do you call the marketplace?
The marketplace is where you can buy applications or download applications. Something very specific, though, is it's the equivalent of the App Store, if you will. But all that you see here is actually a web page. This is an HTML5 application. You have the web in your hand. So this is a local application made using web technologies. And so everything that you want to do on the web, you can do that on your phone.
So it's just wrapping it in a specific UI that's optimized for phone use, right?
Yes, absolutely. And so this is why you have Twitter, and you have Facebook, you have YouTube, you have Line, all the social networks that you expect, and along with the email, calendar, gallery, video, and such, and of course the Firefox web browser, phone, and text messaging, and the camera. The camera is
it kind of like WebRTC, or is it just hardware access to camera function, which any app can do, or?
Yeah, it's the camera that accessible with web APIs that we have created.
So this camera, and how many apps so far?
Well, this is different from what you expect. We are not counting apps from the App Store, or actually what we call marketplace, because it doesn't make any sense. The web is the applications. That's what matters. So you have Wikipedia here, for example, and I'm going to show you something that this is really specific. So we have a radio here that you may not find in higher-end systems. But here's what we call the adaptive app search. Let's say I am searching something like U2. No, not 3, 2. All right. As you know, the U2. Did I really take? Yeah, here we are. U2, and so I get a list of applications related to Rock Band U2, their official website, their YouTube channel, their Wikipedia page, lyrics and tickets and Twitter account and music from SoundCloud. And if I click on Wikipedia, I'm taken to the Wikipedia page for U2. It's loading, but it's a little slow because, you know, this is a trade show.
Yeah, it's a mobile trade show.
Yeah, mobile trade show, and a lot of people are connected to the internet and to the Wi-Fi, but it's going to show up very quickly.
So it's all the apps, some of them can work offline, kind of like HTML5?
Absolutely, yes. So we have games that run offline. We have tons of applications. The fact that you use web technologies, it is not limiting, because now web technologies can do things that were not possible before, like using the vibration mode of the phone, or so here is the Wikipedia page for YouTube that's showing up, and I click the home button, and if I like it, I do a long click, and I can add Wikipedia to the home screen. So, and now you will see there's a new Wikipedia icon that appeared on my home screen. This is interesting because I've been searching for an app, using the app, and then installing the app in this order. You use it, and when you like it, you install it. That's
basically you just put a shortcut.
Yes, but
or do you download something?
It is a shortcut. At least it's a shortcut, or it can be more. You could store locally stuff so that it works offline.
How much stuff can you store?
Well, it depends on the memory of the phone, but of the flash, you know.
An app, one of these apps, web apps, can be pretty big.
Well, yeah, you can do anything that you want. You have, for example, here we have that Cut the Rope, which is a popular game that works offline, and you can do you can do actual game with this.
So, what kind of processor are in these phones?
It really depends, but it's ARM processors. The chipsets are built by Qualcomm. So it really depends of which phone.
And here to show you even announced a $25 phone. Somebody announced it.
Yes. So it's something really impressive. Our partner Spreadtrum has included all the major components of a phone into a single chipset and a single chip. So this enables them to lower the cost, and they think they can produce phones for $25. Means smartphones without the subsidy from the operator. This will enable us to reach new markets, you know, for people who currently have a feature phone and want to upgrade to the smartphone. This is a fantastic deal for them, and so we know there is 1 billion people waiting to go online, and they will do this using smartphones. So this is a fantastic opportunity to get these people a smartphone, and also using the web, which is, you know, an open platform. This is what we want to do.
So compared, may I ask, to Android, how does it? Are you placing it with lower hardware requirements?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, the $25 smartphone is running on 128 megabytes, and I don't think this is something that Android can do. So with a good user experience, I mean, you know, that's the issue.
Android is kind of bloatware, or
I don't know. You ask them.
But how about what's called GPU? The UI looks really smooth.
It's actually fast.
Optimized to the GPU.
I don't have the technical details for that, so you'll have to.
But it looks smooth.
Sure, absolutely. Fast. Yeah, it's a lot of work went into this to make sure it's smooth.
How did this work?
Mozilla does this with the help of Qualcomm, for example. This one, for example, is sold in Spain. I think it's is it like 59 or 79 euros with a prepaid card, and on the prepaid card you have, I think it's 30 euros credit. So that's you see what I mean? That's a $49 smartphone.
Nice. That's really cool.
euros, 49 euros.
Any announcement about the first year? How many were sold, or not yet announced?
No announcement at this point.
So what's your target?
Well, you know,
How big is it going to be?
we hope it's going to be really big. And just let me remind you that Mozilla is a non-profit organization. What matters to us is not having monopoly on the market. This is not what we want. What we want is the web to win. We want the web to be the mobile platform of reference. We want developers to go and develop their application on HTML5 so that there is no need for marketplace and gatekeepers, and so that people do not have to ask for permission to develop applications like it's currently necessary with the current smartphone options.
It's maybe kind of a thing that got kind of like introduced or popularized by the iPhone. People start to go in these closed ecosystem apps and stuff.
Yeah, and we want to open all of these things, you know, exactly like it was on a PC. In the past, people would write an application for Windows and then another version for the Mac, and now it doesn't make any sense, you know. Right now, if you develop an application for the desktop, you write it for the web, and this is why you have Facebook. The same application runs on Mac, on Windows, and on Linux because it's written for the browser. Like Google Maps, you know, you don't care what browser or what operating system you use because you use Google Maps on the web. That's what matters. So we want the same thing to happen on mobile.
Nice. So we'll see much more in the near future.
That's what we hope, and that's what we are working for.
And here we have a $25 Firefox OS. So you're showing this?
Yes, hi. You can see even this is the latest Firefox OS version. So it's got an upgraded features with dual SIM, dual standby. And then even though with such a low hardware requirement, we were able to make it a full functioning smartphone with Facebook, Twitter, all these social applications, emails for productivity. And then also we have very rich multimedia experiences. We have the camera, you can take photos and videos, and also you have music applications and video applications. You can play, enjoy on the go. This is how the music application looks like, and then these are the album arts, and then you can see.
This is Spreadtrum CPU in here.
Exactly. So this is a Spreadtrum solution running on a Spreadtrum 6821.
Is it a single core?
Yes, it's
Cortex?
a single core, 1 gigahertz, and running on 128 megabyte RAM.
How much flash?
128 RAM.
128.
Yeah,